Hey everyone! In this video, we're going to be looking at how we can add images onto our canvas. We're going to be learning how we can then read the images. What this means is how can we find out what color is present in each pixel on the image. So first, let's start by simply getting the image onto the program. For the next few exercises, we're going to be getting images from this site called placekitten.com. It essentially allows us to get images of any size we need by just adding the width and the height to the link like this. So since we're using a canvas of 400 by 400, we're going to be using this URL over here to get our 400 by 400 image. So now we know what image we want to use. Next, let's look at how we can load this into our program. So we're going to be doing this within a function called preload. Till now, we worked with different functions like setup, draw, and mouse pressed. And we've looked at when these functions are called. For instance, everything we define inside function setup runs once in the beginning. Everything inside mouse press runs when we click the mouse, and so on. Similarly, everything in preload runs before the program starts to run. So this is a perfect place to load the image onto the program. That's because if the image is large, it would take some time to load, and we don't want setup and draw to execute before the image is loaded. So we do it inside the function preload. So let's just go ahead and add this function over here. So this is a function definition, meaning this preload is already being called somewhere, and we're just going to say what happens inside this. Now inside this, what we want to do is we want to load the image. So there is a function called load image for that. So within load image, we just need to give the URL of the image that we're using. Make sure that you're using a secured site. That means HTTPS should be there. Okay, so when we press play over here, the image will be loaded. Next, what we're going to do is we want to display this image. To do that, we have to store this image in a variable. So let's create a variable called cat image. And whatever image we get from load image, we'll store it into this variable. Perfect. And lastly, what we have to do is actually display this image. So after background, we're just going to be displaying it. Displaying an image is done using a function called image. And the parameters you have to give it are the image that you want to display and the top left point of where you want it to be displayed. So we're giving 0, 0 because we want it to be displayed from the top left of the canvas. Perfect. So there we have it. One thing you should know about placekitten.com is for the same URL, you can get multiple images, which is why you see one thing here and one thing here. Okay. Now, the function image actually takes two more parameters which are optional, which is the width and the height of the image. So if I say 200, 200, it only fills up that much space. So go ahead and try this out. As an exercise, what you can do is take one of your old programs and add a background image to the canvas. Maybe your drawing application can have a light background on it on which you can draw. So try it out and have fun with it. Thank you.